earlier video we seen that two intersecting lines. Now see, first before going to this angles, let's understand the term transversal line. See here, if we draw two lines, see here, I am drawing here two lines. Suppose I am taking line L and M. The third another line is there also, which is intersect that two lines in a different or distinct point. You can see such a line is called transversal line, and we can mention this transversal line by letter T. See here, transversal line is that line which intersect given two lines at a distinct point. Distinct means two different points. Such lines is called transversal line. You can see this transversal line T intersect line L at point A and intersect at line M at point B. That means it gives two distinct points, two different points. Such a line is called transversal line. Let's now see, because of this transversal line, because of one transversal line, it gives 8 different angles to this line, and there are some common angles which shows some common property, and on the basis of that common property we are giving this such a name. Let's see one by one types of angle. First is corresponding angle. Before going to study corresponding angle, let's mark that angle as A, B, C, D. Here E, F, G, H. See here, these 8 angles I am shown here. Now see here, corresponding angle is that angle which lie at the same direction. That means, see here, angle D and angle H. You can see angle D and angle H is lie in same above direction. This pair of angle is called corresponding angle. Now how many corresponding angles pair will be create in such a case? There are 4 corresponding angles pair. Let's show here. See here, angle D and angle H. Now the second one is to that of side is angle A and angle E. Show here, angle A and angle E. Now see, this all angles is above the line. Now take below the lines. Now see, this is the angle C and angle G. Angle C and angle G. And here angle B, angle F. All corresponding angles are congruent to each other. So we can write here congruent sign. This is the sign of congruency. You can write here all corresponding angles are congruent. If in given figure, if one pair of corresponding angles are congruent, then the remaining pair of corresponding angles also goes congruent. Let's see interior angle. First, mark this as, I am going to different markings. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are again 8 angles. Let's see the interior angle. Interior angle means those who lie at the interior part of same side angles. Let's see here, angle 2 and angle 5 lies in interior part of that two lines. Mention here line L, line M, and this is the transversal line. This angle 2 and angle 5 is the interior angle because they lie in interior part. So write here angle 2 and angle 5. This is the one of pair. Now the second one is that this angle 3 and angle 8. Right here angle 3 and angle 8. Now see here, only 2 pairs of interior angle are formed within that figure. Now see, interior angle are supplementary to each other. This is the property of interior angle, which are supplementary to each other. that means the addition of these two angles is 180 degree. So we can write here angle 2 plus angle 5 equal to 180 degree, or angle 3 plus angle 8 is equal to 180 degree. So write here property as interior angles are supplementary to each other. Supplementary means which gives addition 180 degree, 180 degree. That means addition 180 degree. You can write here 180 degree. Okay, this is the property of interior angle. Now see, the next one is alternate angles. Let's see, for alternate angle there are two types of angles. One is interior alternate angle and second type is exterior alternate angle. The meaning is in their words. See here, interior means in inner part of this two line and exterior means outside part. Now see here, for showing this, let's mark their angles as whatever you want. You can give name here. Write here A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. See here, alternate angle means one angle is that of side and one is that of side, which is alternate. See here, if we take interior alternate angle, that means only interior part, inside the part of this two line we have to show. First give name L, M, and this is transversal line T. Now see, one angle is of that side of a transversal line and one angle is that of this side but alternate. This is the pair of alternate angles. Interior alternate angle, that is inside the part, and alternate angle. So write here angle B and angle H. This is one of pair, and the second one is angle C and angle E. It again this side of one angle and this side of second angle. So write here angle C and angle E. These are interior alternate angle. Now see exterior alternate angle. Exterior alternate angle, that means outside of the line. That means outside of the lines. See here, one of the side this and the second one of that side. That means angle A and angle G. See here, this is also alternate. So write here exterior alternate angle A, angle G. Remaining pair is this angle F to that side and the one is that side. That's why they are called alternate angles. So write here angle D and angle F. Now see here, the property of alternate angle is that alternate angles are congruent to each other. That means angle B congruent to angle H, angle C congruent to angle E, and angle A congruent to angle G, also angle D congruent to angle F. You can write here alternate angles are congruent to each other. If one of pair of alternate angle is congruent, then the remaining pairs also goes congruent. This is the property of or theorem of alternate